A funny story about eating the wrong part of the food. I got taken out to a nice Indian restaurant a couple years ago, and or Thai. It was a Thai restaurant, and you're not supposed to eat the bamboo shoots, and I did that.
Really?
Yeah, it was a bad experience. So just don't eat the fish bones, don't eat the bamboo. That's kind of an extra bonus principle. You just want to avoid the fish bones and the bamboo shoots.
I don't know about the bamboo, but there's no reason to eat the fish bones.
Yeah, don't eat the bamboo. I'm just telling you, there's some problems that come with that. So just be careful. It's a dangerous world out there. Now, the next one is do not accept what you do not desire. Now,
explain that one to me.
Well, here's what my wife. This is what my wife says. My wife says, "Honey, I want to put in I want to put in a home office here, and then I would like you to be home at 6. 6 o'clock. And in my mind, 6 is like 16. So you want me home at like 2 in the morning? No, 6. My wife will say, honey, we need a house with 3 rooms and this many, and I want to stay home with our children. And she has these certain expectations that she had, and I found that when she would kind of push back when I would try to settle for something less than the ideal, when I tried to share the idea that I had to work till 10 o'clock 7 days a week, or when I would try to say we could just live in a really, really small house, or when I would try to explain to her that my company couldn't grow because I'm a DJ and you can't teach people to be funny, she would never accept it. Or at Disney, when the staff, Lee Cockrell managed 47,000 employees, he's a Thrive mentor at Disney World. He said that, you have to push back against the desire to have a filthy place, because an amusement park can get gross really quickly, right. But yet he wouldn't accept it. And in your world, I've noticed that most people are not successful authors. Let's be real. Yeah. For every one successful author, there's 1,000 that aren't, or hundreds? Yeah. And you refuse to accept that you had written a book that would not sell.
Yeah, well, as you know, I just have a new book now that's coming out.
Yeah.
And I'm telling myself, I said, this book is for the world, period.
Period.
I mean, I'm not stopping at a city, a state, or whatever. I'm saying this book, this conversation is for the world, and that's why I wrote it.
But you don't accept it. You just say, if somebody says, well, this book, we'll just put it on this little shelf in this little bookstore and maybe sell a few copies, you don't accept it.
No. But here's the point. When you do not accept that, you also put yourself in the position of doing something about it. You have to factor yourself into that equation. You can't leave your life totally in the hands of somebody else.
Here's kind of the next principle about the science of personal achievement, and how I get into this, is that successful people, whenever I meet these people, they almost always exclusively focus on what they can control. So I'll give you some examples of things I don't see a lot of successful people worrying about. You tell me if you agree here. Weather. I don't see a whole lot of successful people not going to work or getting all upset because the weather's bad today. They just kind of plunge along. The economy. Economy's good, economy's bad. Either way, they're going to still work hard. How they were raised. They have a mom, they don't have a mom. They have a dad, they don't have a dad. It just seems like they're it affects them, but they're not like deterred by it. They just keep moving in spite of those things. Entrepreneurs are very resourceful. They just figure stuff out there. How is it that you, what do you try to focus? What in your mind can you control? What can you control, and what can you not control?
I can't control much.
Okay.
That's the first thing. But I think I like what you were saying, because I know I can't control the weather. So, and because I can't control the weather, and there are certain things that I have to do that I want to do, I just find out ways to do it. I don't say, well, it's the weather, therefore. No, I got to do this. So my focus is on how do I get done what I need to do, rather than focusing on, it's like Don Quixote, windmills in the sand, trying to figure out something that you can't do a thing about. You're just there. Mm-hmm. But what I can do, I can get snow tires.
Okay. I would just say that you're very resourceful, though. I've seen you, as an example, when you sold your first Stairmaster. At 3, you'd only sold one. It was the first one you ever sold to the government. And at 3 in the morning on the day after you sold it, you're in a truck driving to where?
Middleton, Tennessee.
From Tulsa.
To the Naval Air Base.
So he hopped in a car, Google mapped this stuff. You drove from Tulsa to Middleton, Tennessee all night.
Yep.
Just to make sure that the Stairmaster was in working condition.
Right.
See, that's not normal.
No. But here's the point. I wanted to make sure that my customer was satisfied because they had placed faith in me. That order to me was a faith in me. I could not let them down.